Thanks so much for joining AIDS Walk San Francisco as a Green Team volunteer. We really appreciate it. Each year, tens of thousands of people join together in Golden Gate Park for a 10-kilometer walk. Volunteers like you help to ensure the success of AIDS Walk San Francisco. Over the past 30 years, we've raised over $86 million for HIV and AIDS organizations around the Bay Area. This year, AIDS Walk San Francisco is benefiting Project Inform, Project Open Hand, Ward 86, and 31 other HIV and AIDS organizations in the Bay Area. Thanks so much for all your hard work, and we can't wait to join forces with you on Sunday, July 17th in Golden Gate Park.
Hi, I'm Johnny and this is Sheila. We're with Green Mary Zero Waste and Ecology. This is one of our eco stations where we have a compost, a landfill, and recycling. Our motto for compost is anything from the earth we can put back into the earth. So paper, cups that are compostable, and anything pretty much you can put into the compost. The landfill, we like to minimize the waste, but paper chip bags, forks, and straws, those are all unfortunately landfill, baby diapers and stuff like that. And then recycling is pretty easy. Everybody knows recycling. 1 through 6 can all go into recycling. 0 is generally compostable cups, and 7 is a catch-all. So you gotta kind of check the 7s, make sure what it is, and then you can put it in the proper receptacle. When you guys wash your hands at hand washing stations, we suggest instead of using paper towels, you could dry your hands on your pants. Saves paper and it puts less waste into the system.
So each one of our stands will have signs, and they have commonly misplaced items. So you can look into these to see which items are the most common that go here and that are misplaced into other bins as well. Like the compost sign will have food, paper products, and compostable ware like greenware or eco products, which will usually have a green band around them or will say that they are compostable on them. With landfill, Johnny already ran over this, but it'll have things like chip bags, and another really common thing that's placed in recycling that's actually landfill is Tetra Pak, which is cardboard mixed with aluminum and plastic. Does not go in the recycling, cannot be recycled. Landfill it. Styrofoam isn't allowed in events in San Francisco, but people will still bring it. Sometimes you'll find it. That goes in the landfill as well. All film plastic, even though it's plastic and you would think it would go in the recycling, these clog up recycling machines and it costs them tens of thousands of dollars to replace and repair the recycling machines. So those go in the landfill because you don't want to try to cost them that much money. Yeah, recycling, aluminum, plastic, and paper products if there's a substantial amount. Another commonly misplaced item is like plastic silverware. Because those are so small, they also can't go into the recycling sorter, and they also clog the recycling sorter, so it's easier to just put it in the landfill since in San Francisco a machine does the recycling and people aren't hand picking everything out. Straws are the same thing.
And so if you take a look at the dumpsters, every dumpster in San Francisco should have a sign on it. This one has a compost sign and it tells you the general things that go in the compost. You'll find the landfill sign right here, and it has the general things that go into the landfill, and as well with the recycling. The recycling sign will be right here, and it gives you the general things that we can recycle.
And also in general, compost is almost always going to be labeled as green, landfill almost always is black, and recycling almost always is blue. That's how we have our stations set up as well. It's the way Ecology likes it set up. They call them I think it's like the Terrific 3.
The CLR, compost, landfill, and recycling. Put the waste in there, and then Ecology knows exactly where they can put the waste so it finds its right home. Compost, the big thing about compost is we only can compost things that will turn into soil within 90 days. If it's going to take longer than 90 days, like most biodegradable objects, then we unfortunately can't put it in the recycling, and it finds its home in the landfill because we can't recycle it as well. And so we try and put only compostable things in the compost, but that's a big bunch of things. Anything from the earth we can put back.